What up, gang? This is the last episode of season 1 of the podcast. As you can probably tell, we're home for summer, so we can't record as much. There'll be some summer sodes here and there for sure. But yeah, this is a bit of a unique episode. We did a game of Dungeons and Dragons with me, Logan, and Elijah. Elijah's the game master in that. And we play characters such as Adrian and Derek. It's a fun time. This is half of the game, and then the other half will be uploaded later at some point. But yeah, hope you enjoy the last episode of season 1.
Twice and goes, and the dog is gonna jump after you. Roll initiative.
Well, I got 10.
17.
17? Okay. Adrian, you are the first to act. What are you going to do? You have this dog. It's a big dog. It's like a massive German Shepherd that's coming after you.
Are we on the ground floor of this house?
Yes.
The first floor. All right, so I'm pushing Derek and jumping out the window.
You're pushing Derek out the window?
No, I'm pushing Derek towards the dog and jumping out the window.
And jumping.
I am actively trying to then grab him, but I'm actively trying to grab him as he is.
Okay, so make a contested athletics check. So both of you roll for athletics, and whoever comes out on top. 16 plus.
You said athletics?
Yes.
Plus 5, so that's 20.
Okay, 21.
1 plus 0.
Ooh, okay. So the way that nat 20s work in Dungeons and Dragons is that's an immediate success.
Oh!
Typically. Derek still rolled higher on a contestant. So Adrian, you immediately try to cheese it. You attempt to push Derek, and he does not move one bit. Are you still going to try to jump out the window?
I will still try to jump out the window.
Okay, so it's not a very small living room. So you immediately jump out of the window. Derek, it is now your turn in initiative. What are you going to do now that
I cheesed it? I'm out.
Adrian just absolutely hoofed it. He's out the window.
I juke the dog and go for the man.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna zip past the dog and you're gonna go for the guy. Okay. What are you going to do?
I'm going to spin move the guy, because I play football, you know.
Okay. Are you going to make an attack on him?
Straight. I'm not making an attack on the dog. I'm making an attack on the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to use both my hand axes. Can I do that?
Yes, they're darts. You always come stacked with some darts.
I always have my darts on me because I'm a phenomenal darts player. Like, cornhole and darts, that's my game.
Okay.
Supposedly.
Okay, so go ahead and make an attack roll on the man. 3 plus.
5? Yeah, plus 5.
Plus 5, so that's 8. Okay, you hit. All right, roll for damage. 1 plus 3, 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so you sidestep this dog, take out one of your darts from the back pocket, huck it at this dude who you're invading his house, and you stick it right in his chest. You just huck a dart at
Is
this
Adrian
dude.
just watching from the window? Is he just picking up, you know?
No, I landed in the bushes a little bit, so I'm trying to scramble.
You said that was 4 damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so it is now the dog's turn. The dog just saw you just absolutely sidestep it and just push it to the side.
He's bamboozled.
A little bit bamboozled. Since there's nobody else here, it's going to go after Derek. And it is going to he rolled. He's gonna try to bite you. He rolled 10. Does that hit?
No, 13.
Okay, so he goes to hit you, but you're fast. You played football. You just like you smack it out.
I slapped that dog.
Oh my gosh! You slapped the dog.
I slapped the dog.
Right after it. And well, technically that's not an attack.
Okay.
Unless you're
defensive move.
Yeah, defensive move. So now it is the man's turn. He's completely unarmed. He's completely caught off guard. He clearly just woke up. Two strange kids in his house. He just, a dart has been thrown at him. It's sticking in his shoulder. He's just gonna try to like weakly kind of hit at you. So rolls 13.
That's a hit.
Okay, so he is then.
It's 13 or above.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so he is going to do. Let's see. 4 damage to you.
Alright. So I do.
Yep.
And then 4.
Yep. Perfect. All right. It is now Adrian's turn.
Okay.
What do you do?
So I'm outside. I scramble in the bushes. Right. I get out. I got a stick in my hair or something like that, but I'm good. I'm outside the house. I hear some commotion on the inside.
Yeah, you hear some barking.
Mm-hmm.
You hear you hear a guy go ah, and then you hear a
Yeah, exactly.
as you hear a dog get
Yeah. And so I receive a little bit of like, or I have a little bit of regret for cheesing on my homeboy.
W. Derek.
And so being raised in the streets, there's this intense sense of loyalty, right, for the gang.
To his homeboy.
Yeah, to the gang that I quickly abandoned when the dog came. And so my next thing is, right, I'm gonna be crafty. I'm a crafty fella. I was raised in the streets, so I had to be crafty.
Yeah, for real.
And so I try to go to the garage.
Oh, okay.
And find like a shovel or something.
Okay. Okay, so you're gonna go around back. All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that'll take up like 20 feet of your speed. So you use your speed you make your way around the back of this house. You look around like as you go about, and it looks like just a very like typical suburban-ish area. You could tell that like
You said it was kind of beachy.
little beachy,
okay.
little cottage. You can maybe like hear in the distance maybe some rolling waves. You still don't know exactly where
I'm
you're
not
at.
quite paying attention to where
Yeah. You're still kind of just like rushing, trying to go. So you see this garage. It's locked. You look and you see like everything's closed. The hatch is closed. The door is closed. What do you gonna do?
Is there a garden?
Is there a garden?
Yeah.
Yeah, like around the side, there's like a small little garden. He like, you can tell that he probably keeps his bushes tended.
Is there a bird feeder in this garden?
Bird feeder. Roll a luck check.
Okay.
Yeah, D20. 18. Okay, you look around and you do find a bird feeder.
This is my weapon of choice.
Okay. Okay. So you grab a bird feeder. I'll let you use your club stats for that. So you used about 20 feet of your movement to grab this bird feeder. Are you going to use like the rest of your 5 movement to go back, or are you going? You could also dash, which would mean you wouldn't be able to attack or anything, but you could then run 10 feet to be about halfway back to the window.
Yeah, I want to make it back into the house.
Okay, you won't be able to do that.
Yeah, but like as close as I can get.
Okay, so you're dashing. Actually, if you use a dash action to do all of this, you'll be able to get back to the window.
Okay.
So you do that, you're back at the window, and I'll say that is your turn. All right. It is now Derek, your turn.
Alright, so I'm still in the house with the guy and the dog, right?
Yup.
The dog I just slapped away. The guy is, where's the guy?
The guy is right in front of you.
Okay, he landed the Jolie, right?
Yeah, he did.
Okay. Derek ain't afraid.
Derek ain't afraid.
Derek is never afraid because he's seen a thing.
Mm-hmm.
He was locked down on that O line and left tackle and slapping left and right.
Yep.
And you know what he does?
What does he do?
He backhand slaps this guy.
Okay. So roll an attack roll. 5. That is not gonna do it. You try. Okay, so you just had to deal with this dog trying to get you. You had to defensive move him out of the way. This guy just kind of hits you. You're kind of just swinging for the trees. You try to go for a really sick backhand, and it just completely misses the guy. That is then the dog's turn. The dog, since he is now closer to his owner, he now has pack tactics, so he has an advantage on his attack roll. So that is 15. Does 15 hit? Okay, so he's going to lunge again at you and do 7 damage. So he finally connects. He bites right onto your calf, right on that sensitive, full meaty part of your calf, and it's just just biting you. And then that's the owner's turn. He's going to look at you. He sees no one else. He maybe sees Adrian running back and forth, but he doesn't know what he's doing. Just like in the window he sees him. He doesn't know what he's doing. So he is still just gonna take a swing at you. He is going to. He rolled a natural 20. So he is going to. So that is what we call.
You're cooked, pal.
That is what we call a crit. So his damage doubles. So that is. So that is 18 damage.
You cooked?
He finally,
Are you cooked?
this guy, he steps back. He kind of, getting the dart really hit him. And he's finally, awake. And he steps back, and you look, and you, for a split second, as you're, somewhat getting used to the dog biting you, the initial, pain has subsided, and now you're just this sucks. You look back and you're like, shoot, this guy might box. And he delivers a swift, clean right hook, right-handed punch right to your jaw.
Like that.
And it stings. It stings. So it is now Adrian's turn.
Okay. So can I hop back in?
Yes, you can, because you are now at the window.
All right. So I was raised in the streets, right? So I know a situation when I see it. All right. I come up. I see my homeboy getting rocked.
He is bloodied and bruised.
Like I knew he would. And so
I love going on.
Now I'm armed with my bird feeder.
You now have a bird feeder. Yes, you do.
And I look down to my right as I hop back through the window. Scattered among the pieces of glass.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for my lucky quarter.
Okay, the lucky quarter. All right, make me a, I'll say, perception check.
Okay. Where's that at?
So it's under
plus
steel.
one. Okay, yep. 18.
Okay, so you look around. The first thing you jump into this window, bird feeder in hand, and you look around. You see Derek is getting mauled by a dog, and he gets socked in the face. But the first thing that you're looking for is you are down low to the ground looking for your lucky quarter, and as you look at the coffee table, you see the book. That has strangely reappeared on this coffee table. But as you look down low, right under it, you see your lucky quarter. So you snag that.
Yeah.
That's your thing.
Yeah.
What else would you like to do?
Now, armed with my lucky quarter, I'm back. We're so back.
We're so back.
this song starts playing like in my head, and it's like, I just died in your arms tonight. That starts
Must
playing.
have been something you said.
That starts playing. And things seem to act in slow motion because I can wind up with this bird feeder.
Who are you aiming for?
I'm aiming right for the man that just punched my homeboy.
Okay. All right. Make an attack. I'll say, since you have regained your lucky quarter, I'll give you heroic inspiration, which essentially what that means. While you have it, you can re-roll any d20 just once. You can spend your heroic inspiration to re-roll a d20. So, go ahead and make an attack roll on the man, and if you so choose, you may re-roll it if you don't like the... You could also save it. 4. Okay. 4 plus what? What's your... Because you're just swinging with your...
Yeah. So it's
that'll be a plus 2. So that'll be 6.
6.
I will say you will not hit the man. Okay, so you're gonna use your heroic inspiration.
I'm just dying in your
Ooh.
arms. We're good.
So that is a 2.
That's
so
a 2, folks.
So you
We're
wind
so
up
good.
with this man's bird feeder. You swing. He sees it from a mile away and ducks out of the way.
I'm still a little hungover.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
By now your head is panging. The adrenaline's pumping. It's kind of numbing it, but you feel it just right as you come around. You miss it, and he ducks out of the way, and you just nail his wall.
Okay.
You smash a picture that he had hanging on the wall.
Of his grandma or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I smashed his grandmother's urn.
Okay, Derek, it is now your turn.
Okay. So, am I on the ground with the dog bite my leg after I was...
Not technically, no.
Okay, so I'm still standing after this man just clocked me across
Yes.
the jaw.
Mhm.
All right. How close am I to the kitchen?
You're probably about like 5-10 feet from the kitchen.
Gotcha. All right, so I imagine, most homes, they have the whole knife collection, right?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I walk right past that and go to the fridge to get some food to heal myself.
Okay, so make a perception check as you go. You're able to walk. Yep, you're able to walk away from the fight. I will say you will prompt an opportunity attack because this is technically no, you'll stay within like technically range because it's 5-10 feet. So you won't prompt any opportunity attacks. But you rip open the fridge, and what did you get on your perception check?
I got 5.
What, a 5 flat?
4.
Okay, you don't see much, but good thing is there's not a whole lot in the fridge anyway. So you see 2 things of. You do see 2 protein shakes. You see maybe like a Mike's Hard.
Both of them super powered there.
Yeah. So what are you gonna go for?
I take the Mike's Hard.
So you grab this Mike's Hard. That acts as a greater potion of healing. So you can roll 4d4 plus 4 hit points.
4d4?
Yeah, so a d4 is the pyramid looking one.
Oh, fire.
Yeah, you can roll 4 of those. And then plus 4. So 3, 6,
10, 13.
13 plus 4, 17 damage back.
So I got 17.
17, yes. Okay. Yeah, and I'll let you do that as a free action. So you can still do something to this man and his dog.
So I crushed this man.
You crush it.
I slammed it up against my head.
Okay.
That enraged.
Okay. Okay, you're going into a rage?
I'm full with adrenaline.
Okay.
I'm about to go bonkers on this guy.
Okay. So you go into a rage. Just make sure that you.
Always raging?
Always raging?
I'm raging.
I'm raging. Derek would.
So have to that, you can then make an attack, and if you hit, you can add a +3 to your attacks with that. So, are you just gonna just straight punch him, or are you gonna what is your method of attack?
I grab his
I
dog.
grab his dog by the hind legs and throw it at him.
Wow. Okay.
That's my boy Rick right there.
All right. I will let you make a contested athletics check against the dog, which you do have advantage on. Yep, you have advantage on, so you can roll it twice and pick the bigger number.
That sucks.
15. Okay. 15. All right. He's got. Oh gosh. Okay. +2. He rolled an 8, so that's 12. So you pick up this man's dog and you huck it at him.
It's getting good.
This is great.
So I'm just gonna say we'll do. That does 4 damage +3, 7 damage to this guy. And
Do we know
what's his health?
We don't
know his
no, you do not. You do not. But he is not looking great. You tossed
So he's
a
taking
German
a
Shepherd.
Taking a dart and a German Shepherd.
He's taking a dart and a German Shepherd.
Hey, I cheated.
Okay, so it is now the dog's turn. You just threw the dog. He doesn't quite see Adrian quite yet, so he is going to turn on you. The dog is going to jump at you, and he is going to make another attack. That is a... No. Ooh, that is a unnatural 22 to hit. So that's going to hit... going to do 3 damage. Okay. And then that's the man's turn. He is not looking well. But he sees that Adrian just came and just tried to swing a bird feeder at him.
Yeah.
He just tried to full out swing a bird feeder
I was
at him.
protecting my homeboy because I was raised in the street.
Straight up. So he's going to try to take a swing at Adrian. And he is going to... He rolls a 5. So he is dazed. He just had his whole dog thrown at him. A whole
Did
German...
it hit him in the head?
It hit him like right in the chest.
Right in the
He's
chest,
kind of
right where the
winded.
dart
He
is.
swings. He completely does not know what's going on. So he swings and misses. Adrian, it's now your turn.
Okay. So, me being raised in the streets.
Straight up.
right? I've seen a thing or two.
Mhm.
I know how this situation goes.
You
I
know
know there's
how
only
it
one real thing I can do to help out my homeboy. So, how far away from the man am I at this point?
You're like within 5 feet.
Okay.
You're
5
within
feet,
swinging distance.
You missed the bird feeder from 5 feet, dude. Dude.
Okay. Calm down. Calm down, Mr. German Shepherd biting his calf.
Dude.
Right hook to the chin. How'd that go?
Dude.
Huh?
Dude.
All right. Anyway. Get out of here.
Okay.
Anyway,
What was your next one ever, dude?
being raised in the streets,
Raised in the streets.
I know a good method of attack when I see one.
Okay.
And this is prime opportunity
You
for
still
me.
have the bird feeder in hand.
I do. But I'm going to choose a different way of attack.
Oh. Okay.
I'm going to use my body.
Okay.
I'm going to try to sideways jump this home.
Okay. Well, let's just think about
really?
some things.
Okay.
So your unarmed strike will be about
5 feet.
Yep, right. The damage is not great.
No, you good. Good. Okay.
It's because
Well, I
he
will
weighs like 2 pounds.
actually. I'll let you I'll let you use your sneak attack on him because Derek is within 5 feet of the man. You're both like right there. He's not expecting it. It's practically a sneak attack.
Yeah. He's going to be scrambling.
He's
Dude,
going to be
he weighs
scrambling.
like 50 pounds.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Maybe the dog probably weighs more than Adrian, okay?
It might be true. So
Hey, Adrian's wiry, though.
that's true.
I'm wiry.
He's
He,
lanky.
he can get real fast, real quick. So
No, I was
I'm gonna what I'm gonna do is make
Adrian doesn't like
a contested
double
athletics
fast.
throw
Slower than start.
Okay.
and against the man, and if you win, you will successfully sideways jump and he'll take the damage.
Okay.
So all right, he got a 12. So you have to roll a d20 and
Greater than 12.
Add 0. You have to have greater than 12. Wow, that's crazy.
He
So
side
that's an
jumps him.
18. So Adrian sees this. He drops the bird feeder, absolutely books it towards the guy, jumps, gets absolutely horizontal in
Parallel
midair,
to the ground.
decks this guy, and for how much damage? That was 2d6. Roll your
Yep.
damage. 5. So you run, you sideways jump this guy, and he hits his head hard and is out cold. Out cold. Threat neutralized. Derek, that is your turn. You just witnessed something legendary.
Dog is still a threat, yes?
Dog, yes.
Dog
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
still up and going.
Yep.
And no damage was dealt to the dog from me throwing him at. Okay.
No.
All right.
Dog was an improvised weapon.
Yep.
Can I possibly try and tame the dog?
That's what I would have done.
Okay.
They're smart moves.
You
right
can
there.
you can try. You can try.
Okay.
But at this moment, it will be done with disadvantage. So you will roll it twice and take the lesser of the two numbers. Because you are an adversary of this dog.
Okay. D20 or
Yep, 2d20s.
12.
What do you add for what do you add with animal handling?
-1.
Okay.
So I got an 11.
You got an 11?
Yeah, that was my low one.
Okay. I will say you try to quell this dog, and seeing its owner like absolutely knocked cold, it actually backs down and feels a little bit threatened, but
It sees a superior man.
Was it
It-
the whipped cream that could have still been on his hand from earlier?
it could have been. But this dog, he runs right back into the back room and is quiet, and you guys are out of combat and have survived.
Yes!
What I will say is, as the commotion was happening, you realized that somebody had stepped on the TV remote, and you recognized that there is a news channel that's turned on right now, and it's actually filming the Puxatawny Phil event. You see these guys in the big coats.
both came out, really.
They are just cheering for Puxatawny. This little groundhog. You see, he's just like scurrying around in his hole. He's not doing much.
hates
You
this
see him rolling around, and you see him just go, ee, ee, and that's it
On the television?
on the television.
Okay.
But both roll perception checks.
I got 13.
13. What's your total?
4, 1, 5.
Okay, so Derek, you realize you think Phil is eyeing the camera real weird.
Yeah,
You
there's
think there's
somebody in those eyes.
You think that there's a level of like confidence and like this smugness. And then Adrian,
I hate that thing.
you actually look again at this strange book that you have seen multiple times. You can't really place it, but it does feel familiar.
Is it the book on the coffee table?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you look at it and, gosh, you still can't remember what day it is today, but it's got to be February 2nd. And you look in this journal, you flip through the pages, and on the first page, you just see just kind of like chicken scratch on there. You see it's dated February 2nd, and you see that it's actually your handwriting.
Oh.
Bad
And
handwriting.
you know
This guy
you
has
don't
never
journal.
Shut up, Derek.
You don't journal. Adrian is not a journal kind of guy.
Okay.
At least
Journaling's for wins.
he doesn't let people think that he's a journaling guy. But
I say that a lot.
You-
Journaling's for wins.
you just look at this first page and it doesn't seem like anything too much, but you look at the paper and it feels a lot older than just written one day ago.
Yeah.
Do you flip through the other pages?
I do a quick skim. I keep flipping through.
You do a quick flip through, and every single page, almost every single page, talking like at least 10, 15, maybe even 20 of these pages are all dated February 2nd.
Dude.
It's the plot of Groundhog Day.
Dude.
And Derek, you think back to that smug look that Puxatawny Phil gave you.
I hate that groundhog.
And gentlemen, roll me an insight check. So a d20 plus your insight. Okay. So you didn't get much from that.
Yeah.
But on a further look, on a further pass, you are able to piece together that this is not the first February 2nd. And you actually listen carefully. And what you heard, Adrian, outside was not actually the crashing of waves, but it was actually the cheers of people. You are actually incredibly close, like within a block's distance of this rally for
Dude, we
Puxatawny
gotta
Phil.
go get
I'm grabbing